Hey guys, AustinFlagpole here. And I'm sure you already know all of my social media links due to my previous videos. Uh, so yeah, we'll just skip all that part. Well, I haven't made a YouTube video in quite a while, so I figured today I should make one because I'm not doing anything. I should be being productive and like cleaning this mess, but I mean, who really wants to do that? Ooh, this is my jam. No. And I wore this coat because I figured it would stir up controversy, get some people mad at me. Why not? When we were in, I think this was in Germany, we picked up this. No, for today I wanted to talk about OCD because somebody brought that to my attention just 2 days ago. They were talking to me on Instagram, and they told me that you know what? Here, let me just pull it up real quick because I told him I was gonna talk about it in my next video because he struck up something that was key to me, and I was like, wow, that's pretty dead on. But it's like my little sister, for instance. My little sister came home from school one day and said that her friends were picking on her because she was too OCD. Now, I see OCD as a good thing. I mean, like when I take a shower, I've got to wash myself twice. My entire body, I have to wash it twice. To just be sure that all oils or anything that my body has created have completely, been eradicated. When I go to putting on deodorant, when I put deodorant in my armpits, I have to rub my arms back and forth 12 times exactly. Every time. It's just, certain things that you have to do. The most common one is keeping the TV at a multiple of 5. Everybody does that. Those that don't do that, there is a special place in hell for you. They're reserving it. There's a seat for you. Just throwing that out there. I'm sorry, but I can't deal. But when I clean my room, because it has to be absolutely perfect, I literally take every single possession out of my room. I drag it out here into the hallway. I vacuum the floors. It looks like nobody's ever lived in that room before, And then I put it all back in. I pull my bed out, my dressers out, all my clothes, everything comes out to make sure that it is perfectly clean. So OCD is a good thing because OCD people are the ones that always carry themselves well. Like, sure, we always have some kind of like depression issue or anxiety issue, but we're the cleanest, so I don't see a problem. But, oh, and the thing I was getting about with this jacket is because it's rabbit. Mad now? Well, it's really hot, actually. I can't do this. But, no, here, let me see. I should have probably had this up already. And another thing is he was talking about how he takes Zoloft, which myself, there was only one time ever in my life that I was given antidepressants by a doctor, and it was Zoloft, and it was like a real low-dose Zoloft. But I took it one day, and I had chronic hiccups. Could not understand it for the life of me. But I took it the next day, same thing. Hiccups, like out of this world. Just could not stop hiccuping all day long. It was probably the worst 2 days of my life. I mean, sure, I've gone through like abscesses in the mouth and whatnot, and those are like super painful, but I would rather have that than hiccup all day long. It's stupid. What is the purpose of a hiccup? Like, what does it do for your body? I understand sneezing, I understand whatever else you got to do, but hiccuping, what in the world? God, it gets under my skin. But people ask me all the time if I ever took any kind of antidepressant or anxiety medication when I was getting through my depression, and no. I mean, like my little sister is currently taking, I can't remember what this brand of this is, but it's like a new Prozac, I don't know, whatever. But she's taking this, and I'm like, it doesn't actually help the problem. Depression is something you create yourself. You bring it on to yourself. A lot of people don't see it that way, but you create depression, not people around you. Depression is something holding yourself back. So when you're looking into medications and whatnot, it's going to numb the senses for a few hours, and it's going to be right back. It's kind of like me when I used to self-mutilate all over. You know, cutting myself, it might have made me feel better for a couple of hours, but it's right back. Feels just as bad as it did before, except then I'm ashamed for what I just did to myself. So it's more about isolating that problem, figuring out what it is, and working with it. Find a way to get rid of it. I'm way off topic. I was just going to talk about OCD today. But like he was talking about with his rituals, and he said one of his biggest fears is scratching things. Like, say, a screen, or like on a phone, or a piece of glass, or whatever. He doesn't want to scratch anything. He doesn't want to damage it. And I totally get that. I mean, if I did something like that, I'd probably freak out. Like, I bought this really knife set. This really nice knife set for my house. And my little sister, she'll take a ceramic plate, and she's sitting here, like, digging in with the knife on, like, whatever she's cutting. And I'm over here, like, freaking out. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, stop. You just, gentle. Like, I just bought this expensive knife set. It cost me, like, $200 or whatever. Which, I mean, to some people that might not be a nice knife set, but to me that's pretty nice. So I freak out, but I mean that's just how some people are. Everything has to be right. Nothing can be wrong. Nothing can be messed up. It has to be correct. And I mean that's how I am with a lot of things. Like whenever I fight with somebody that I'm interested in or a friend, I can, because I've gone through depression, figured out what my depression was, and easily, like, I got rid of it. So now, easily, I can, whenever I fight with somebody, I can just let it go, To me, it's like, okay, we fought yesterday, but by that night, I told you I was sorry, I'm fine. And then they bring it up, like, 2 months later, and I'm like, I forgot all about it because, you just let it go. I'm going on. This is probably going to be a really long video. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. There's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Or I'll just make another YouTube video in a minute. So I'll make 2 today. Dose videos, though. But, there is nothing wrong with being OCD. Don't ever think there's something wrong with that. Because you're the one that's, like, straight and narrow on that path. Everybody else is a little squiggly line. You remember that. I'm really thinking about getting some like legit glasses like this. These I got from a Halloween event at my church, and I just didn't return them because I liked them. Stole from church. Hardcore. Well, I'm thinking about getting like some legit ones with like clear lenses and just wearing them all the time, and then people be like, "Oh, I like your glasses. Can I try them on?" And then they'd be like, "Wait, there's no prescription." And I'd be like, "It's very minuscule." Or I'll be like, "They're reading glasses." But I don't know. I like them, so they're cool. But I'm like way off topic, and now I like don't remember what all stuff I wanted to talk about. And I'm really nasally today because we got red tide going on, so it's like all stirred up and nasty out. So like everybody's sneezing and allergies, and it's not fun. But no, I mean I hate when people think that something so simple is bad because somebody else told them it was. Like if you're OCD and have to I mean, sure, if you're to the point where you have to wash your hands after you touch anything, that you might want to seek help. I'm slurring my words like crazy today. I think it's because I'm all nasally. At least that's what I'm going to blame it on. So let's just say it's because I'm all nasally. But, like, I was watching some documentary where this woman, she was fine, but then she had, like, after she had a baby, it got to where, like, she had to literally wash her hands after she touched anything. So she was washing her hands, like, 80 times a day. So her hands were all, like, cracked and bleeding all the time. And I'm like, wear some gloves. But, I'll go ahead and cut it off now. I don't know. I wanted to throw that out there. That there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect just the way you are. So, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. And like I said, I'll probably make another video in like 2 seconds. Because there were a couple of objects I wanted to talk about. I mean, and feel free here in the comments to hate on my rabbit fur coat. It's pretty bomb though, you saw it. It's pretty boss. I mean, secretly you're jealous, but you hate that it's rabbit fur. So, plus it made me feel a little bit like Macklemore. I mean, why not? Thanks for watching, guys.